Now this is June the 25th, 1990. Elmer and Mary up at their house in Paz's Old Swing. Is that right? Say something to him, hon.
Well, wait, don't say it.
I guess it'd be pretty hard to think of something nice.
Very good to you. Can't think of anything.
Well, we sure are glad to see you.
It's a pretty day, and we appreciate you letting us take your picture
Yeah,
here.
we sure do.
Oh, that's beautiful. Like glass.
Now this is Amos and Alma on June the 25th, 1990. And this is looking at, they're in their driveway, and this is looking at their house and everything. This is in Alma's house. They've got 14 acres here. And it's a nice place. They just had it redone, and they've done a nice job on the inside there.
Boy, to put that in working order and everything, that took some know-how.
What do you do with this here?
We're gonna edge them up, yes. They haven't worked, took off the side.
Oh,
Yeah.
Solid?
Yeah. Come on, go through. We can go through this way, go down this wall.
Look at the size of that blade there. That's the same size that went through our house one time back in 1938.
That's the way it goes.
They're going to crank it up for us now. They've started the motor. They're going to show us how this works, how this thing solves these great big boards. No, that's the truth. Gear, the saw's going. Can you see it turning up there? There she goes. They stack it. They stack them up, and they get full stacks up and down this area while they'll get a truck and load it on there from the motor. And there's where the sawdust comes out. And then he sells that big log this time, huge one. This was part of the old Vogel farm. Frank says way back in what date, Frank?
What date, Frank?
Oh, I would say way back in the teens.
Way back in the teens. Regular dairy farm. There's no question about it. A dairy barn where there's many cattle in there. They were milked, put in the cans, and set on the road ready for pickup. St. Anne's Convent in Melbourne, Kentucky. This is Just a mile from where I used to live and a mile from where Elizabeth used to live. And this is where the nuns in the Catholic Church live. It's a beautiful building. Beautiful architecture on it. The entrance goes up to the convent. Beautiful row of trees they had planted there many years ago. The house where Elizabeth was born is still there in good shape. Now this is our little house. We moved in here in 1953. Ray Anthony was a small baby, and we painted the house white before we moved, and it stayed on there for 19, the little house. This was Dad's and Mom's house. We bought that house in 1944. This is the road that goes back on the little farm where Ed lives, and where back in the old days I used to walk back here when I was a kid and squirrel hunt in these woods. Present time, the woods that they used to squirrel hunt in, I think it belongs to Amos, if I'm not mistaken. Now this is the lawn swing that was back here on the farm where Elizabeth's daddy used to sit quite frequently. Nice swing that he lived in for so long a time. This was the barn. There's the old hay rake still back in there.
Oh, Ray, don't forget to spread it.
This, of course, here's the old crapper. And this is on our property. Get a good look at that crapper. That's the inheritance, the last part. Thing put together, maybe I can make one for little Scotland, this little swing. Oh, cistern water pump. You don't know about a cistern? The water runs off the roof of a barn or a house. It goes down into a big hole that's been dug down in concrete. It holds thousands of gallons of water. That's the old corn crib in the background there. There's wood that they got chopped to burn in the fireplace. This is Ed's place here now that he's converted into a nice place. He even got a glass in the roof where he can see out at night. And down there by the restroom, he's so weary of us he won't come out. I'll zoom in on him where you can get a good look at him. Look at him, look at us. There he goes. He's getting ready to... He's sneaking back in. They call it the Church of the Steps. It was built in 1859. And it was constructed from stone and everything from the slopes of this Mount Adams here. I'm going to try to get a better view of it now. Here you... It's hard to really get it in a position I'm in because it's so close to this bank here.